We're very excited to welcome you here to this presentation on how the D.AI.SY Trading Fund can trade and change your financial future. Thank you for joining us, whether you're in Asia, in Africa, in the Middle East, in Europe, North or South America, wherever you are on the big green marble, as we call it, the big blue marble. We'd like to welcome you here today. We're going to jump around a little bit. This has been a super exciting week for D.AI.SY because something got activated that is, of course, a key part of that. And as the trading function, which has been active since D.AI.SY launched in January, but the withdrawals went live for the first time this week. And so we are going to show you some details about that and how it works on your behalf. But before doing that, let's watch a short presentation on D.AI.SY and see just how exciting and dynamic this can be for all of us as we see our funds develop and as our business continues to build and expand with D.AI.SY. So without further ado, let me shift over to presentation here that we can listen to. I think Zoom should cooperate with me here. No, usually doesn't. There we go. I have to do it twice. Every time you go to full screen with Zoom, it battles with you. Okay, this should work now. I always have to do it twice for some reason. All right.
Hello, and thank you for taking the time to watch this quick presentation. We're glad you're here because today you can be a part of a new movement in crypto trading that will help you make money every single minute. Imagine if you could produce passive income from wherever you are in the world, and all you need to do it is your phone. This presentation will show you how you can create high annual returns by leveraging the same AI technology that big financial institutions use. And it's all right in the palm of your hand. Before we jump in, a few questions. What percentage of trades do you think lose money in the volatile cryptocurrency markets? 95% of cryptocurrency trades lose when using traditional methods, which makes it difficult for everyday people to win in these markets. Well, we've got great news for you. It's now possible for retail traders like you to make profits trading cryptocurrencies with the same confidence that big financial institutions trade with. And you can be a part of the movement to bring this industry-disrupting technology to the masses. Today, we're going to introduce you to a financial technology platform that is disrupting traditional trading and investing, and a crowdfunding model that is disrupting the peer-to-peer economy. Introducing D.AI.SY Global, a revolutionary smart contract on the Tron blockchain that allows you to immediately participate in automated profit rewards from major financial markets, own stock equity in emerging financial technology companies, and earn instant and recurring rewards, all from a decentralized app on your phone and for as little as a $100 contribution to the crowdfund. D.AI.SY AI, developed by Endotech under the leadership of Dr. Anna Becker, stands for Decentralized AI System, and it's the next generation of trading with artificial intelligence that will significantly multiply the current trading AI performance of Endotech. The D.AI.SY crowdfund is how you can not only participate in bringing this disruptive technology to the masses, but also be rewarded generously for your contribution through our reward and referral programs. Endotech, a global fintech company specializing in AI trading systems, was founded in 2012 by Dr. Anna Becker and is run by top AI scientists. For over a decade, Dr. Becker's algorithms have been managing over $1 billion of institutional investments. Her team of AI scientists have more than 20 proprietary AI systems and operations that are the backbones of trading at more than 150 investment firms across the US, Europe, and Asia. For the last 20 years, Dr. Anna and her team has launched high-powered AI trading platforms that are used by financial institutions and elite investment funds around the world, with documented long-term results, a fully transparent track record of highly profitable trading, and with proven success in every market condition. As an experienced executive and change agent in retail finance, Dr. Becker has worked with more than 300 brokers and has served as the compliance officer with regulators like the NFA and CFTC. She holds a Master's of Science degree in computer science and a doctorate degree in AI from the prestigious Technion University. She is also the author of several books on artificial intelligence and has a deep experience in algorithmic investment solutions. D.AI.SY, however, is by far the most advanced AI trading project that Dr. Becker has ever imagined and will produce the highest profitability in Endotech's history. When fully completed by the fourth quarter of 2021, D.AI.SY is expected to multiply the current trading performance by 400%. That's 4 times the already proven results. Imagine what that'll do for your profits, your equity, and your income. Endotech is the exclusive technology partner for the D.AI.SY Crowd Fund, and its goal is to complete D.AI.SY AI and be publicly traded in 2022. Endotech has a proven and fully transparent track record of highly profitable trading results available for all to see on the official Endotech.io website under the portfolio section. Since 2018, Endotech is successfully trading in cryptocurrency markets, leveraging proprietary trading algorithms tested for years that outperform just buying and holding coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Endotech's trading strategies are divided between alpha and beta strategies and trading with major pairs of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USD. Alpha strategies are more aggressive and profit maximizing and are higher risk but higher reward, taking both long and short positions based on possible breakouts and using leveraged trading. Beta strategies are more conservative and much less risky than alpha strategies, taking only long positions based on possible breakouts. Endotech's AI system looks for intelligent price entry points, exits, and stop losses. As an example, one of the top alpha strategies in 3 years provided a compounded trading profit of 2,239% with average annual return of 814.2%. Based on past performance, the annual trading return of beta strategies typically range between 50 and 1,000%. An annual trading return of alpha strategies range between 100% and 3,000%. Endotech is trading the majority of the D.AI.SY fund with a mix of 40 different alpha and beta strategies and diversifying with trading the top 10 altcoins. The development of D.AI.SY AI technology will significantly increase the performance of the current trading strategies, and you have an opportunity to participate in the crowd fund and share the rewards. It's important to emphasize that Endotech doesn't and cannot guarantee any specific trading profit results, as it is based on a lot of factors and volatile market conditions, and past performance doesn't guarantee future results. With that said, Endotech strives for a minimum result of 200 to 300% annual profits for the crowdfunding members. D.AI.SY is an equity crowdfunding model for financial technologies and is currently crowdfunding Endotech for the D.AI.SY AI project. D.AI.SY AI stands for Decentralized AI System, and it's the next generation of trading with artificial intelligence that will significantly multiply the current trading AI performance of Endotech. D.AI.SY AI needs $10 million for development, and 2% of all crowdfunding contributions go to the development of D.AI.SY AI. D.AI.SY AI is Endotech's path to becoming a public company in 2022, and the target for the live D.AI.SY AI trading fund is $500 million. There are up to 10 crowdfunding tiers to choose from, starting at just $100, and contributors receive exclusive stock equity and profit rewards from D.AI.SY Fund. D.AI.SY is a smart contract on the Tron blockchain, not a company, and that's one of its most powerful strengths. As a smart contract, the integrity of the crowdfund model and all of its rewards and promises are guaranteed and cannot be compromised by any company or individual. D.AI.SY is a decentralized application that is equally available to everyone. No one owns it, no one controls it, no one can change it. D.AI.SY lives forever on the blockchain with complete transparency and trust. Everyone wins with profits, equity, and income. While most people agree that D.AI.SY is the most powerful referral plan ever imagined, the real power of this model is in the profits that are rewarded to every crowdfunding member equally, even if you never refer a single person. When you contribute to the D.AI.SY crowd fund for as little as $100, you immediately begin to reap the financial rewards of the trading technology behind D.AI.SY and the development of D.AI.SY AI. There are up to 10 crowdfunding tiers to choose from, starting at just $100 for Tier 1 and maximum contribution of $102,300 with all 10 tiers. Every contributor to Daisy can benefit in 3 ways without referring anyone. Every contributor to Daisy Crowdfund gets their equal share of 5% Endotech stock. Imagine owning Amazon stock in the early days of 1994 for $1 that grew by 3,000 times. We are very early in pre-IPO stage of Endotech, and owning stock equity gives us a potential return for selling Endotech stock or receiving dividends in the future. The trading rewards from the Daisy Fund come from successful trading performance of Endotech's AI system. 50 to 70% of each contribution goes into live trading of Daisy Fund to give you profits, and the other 30 to 50% goes to the Daisy crowd and is instantly distributed via the Tron smart contract according to the referral program. 70% of the trading profits are rewarded back to the contributor, and 15% of the trading profits are rewarded to other members according to the residual referral plan. And remember, contributors can withdraw trading rewards at any time, and all members are able to participate in the Daisy referral plan, which pays out 46% of each contribution instantly via the smart contract. The potential matrix spillover generates a maximum of 48% return on crowdfunding contribution from spillover in the referral plan, even with no referrals, as is explained in the referral plan section. All the distribution of funds are done by the Daisy smart contracts on the Tron blockchain automatically, instantly, and with 100% transparency. Tron blockchain is among the fastest and most scalable blockchains with low transaction costs that allow the functioning of high-performing smart contracts. Every contribution to Daisy starts with your Tron wallet that connects to the smart contract, and you need to have the proper amount of USDT available in your Tron wallet according to your contribution entry level. We recommend Tron Wallet as the best wallet for this. Your Daisy contribution is divided into 2 parts. 50% to 70% of each contribution goes to the live trading account of the Daisy Fund to give you long-term profits. And the other 30 to 50% goes to the Daisy crowd, out of which up to 46% paid out, according to the referral plan. For contribution levels 8, 9, and 10, 70% is placed into live trading, giving you an even higher profit reward. Daisy crowd consists of matrix bonus payouts and several other bonuses that are paid out instantly and directly into your Tron USDT wallet. Daisy Fund is being traded by Endotech with a variety of trading AI strategies, giving 85% of the trading profit rewards back to the contributors of Daisy. Your share of the 70% of the trading rewards goes directly to you. Whenever profits generated by Daisy funds are available, you can withdraw them at any time to your Tron wallet.
The Daisy referral plan is revolutionary and rewards you very lucratively for sharing the Daisy crowdfunding opportunity with others. In addition to all the benefits you get by just being a contributing member of Daisy and getting Endotech stock equity, trading rewards of Daisy Fund, and potential matrix spillover, you can actively grow your team of contributing members and receive both instant and long-term rewards to your USDT wallet. Upfront reward bonuses include all of these opportunities, as well as residual awards. Personal referral bonus, 3x10 forced matrix bonus, matrix check matching bonus, base setter gold bonus, base setter leadership bonus, residual rewards, personal referral bonus. The personal referral bonus pays you a direct bonus of 5% for personal referrals, and no qualifications are required. So, if you refer a member that contributes 10 tiers of $102,300 total, then your personal referral bonus is $5,115. 3x10 forced matrix bonus. Each contribution tier has its own forced matrix of 3x10 levels with a total of 88,572 spots in each of the 10 matrices. You can only be rewarded the matrix bonus from the funding tiers you own, not higher. Higher contribution tiers than yours funded in your downline will compress up to the next qualified member. Because it's a forced matrix, you can benefit from spillovers from your uplines above you in the matrix and also your downlines below you in the matrix. No matter how the matrices are getting filled, you get paid instantly to your USDT wallet. A maximum payout of the matrix bonus when all 10 tiers are filled with 88,572 spots is a whopping $198,408,960. There's no referral requirement in the first 2 generations of the matrix bonus. Starting from generation 3 and up to generation 10, you need to meet qualifications to unlock the matrix bonus. For example, to qualify for generation 3 matrix payouts, you need 3 personal referrals with a total of $1,000 funded by them. To unlock generation 4, you need 6 personal referrals with a total funding $2,000. On generation 3 through 8 of each matrix, you will be rewarded 3% on tiers 1 through 7 and 1.5% on tiers 8 through 10. On generation 9 through 10, you will be rewarded 4% on tiers 1 through 7 and 2% on tiers 8 through 10. As you can see, just by filling 6 generations in all 10 matrix tiers, which is a team of 1,092 people, you can be rewarded $1,473,024. Matrix check matching bonus. This bonus rewards you 10% from the matrix bonus of each of your directly sponsored members. You can only match matrix checks from contribution tiers not higher than yours, and your matrix bonus qualification level determines how many levels of matrix bonus from your personals you will match. So, if you have 8 contribution tiers and 5 generations unlocked, you can be rewarded matrix check matching bonuses on these 8 matrices 5 generations deep. So if your personal referral gets a $1,000 matrix bonus, you will be rewarded $100 check match instantly. Pacesetter Gold Bonus. The powerful Pacesetter Gold Bonus unlocks Generation 10 of the Matrix. With 24 personal referrals that total funded over $128,000 in the first 30 days and qualify for the Gold Pacesetter Bonus, this gives you a profit sharing of 1.8% of all global contributions and 1.25% of all global trading profits, and an additional 5% equity share of Endotech stock. This powerful bonus gives you a share of every single transaction on the DAISY smart contract whenever someone in the world joins or upgrades their contribution to DAISY, which means you can literally get paid every single minute. And you get a share of every single profitable trade by Endotech. Pacesetter Leadership Bonus. Help your 3 directs become Pacesetter Gold qualified and get the reward of 1 share of Pacesetter Leadership, no equity given away. Every 3 new directs equals 1 new share in this profit sharing. And with every share, you get an additional profit sharing in 1.8% of all global crowdfunding, 1.25% of all global trading profits. There's no time limit to qualify, so between the 2 Pacesetter bonuses, you can share in 3.6% from every contribution worldwide and 2.5% from every trading profit worldwide. It's divided between all qualified Pacesetters. The Gold Pacesetter and Leadership Bonus Pool earnings will not pay directly into your wallets. Instead, they will pay instantly into the Pacesetter smart contracts and accumulate. And you can withdraw your earnings at any time and as often as you choose. Residual rewards. Residual rewards from trading profits include the 10 generation unilevel trading bonus, Pacesetter Gold bonus, and Pacesetter Leadership bonus. Residual rewards pay out when any member withdraws their trading rewards. You'll be rewarded 3.5% on your level 1 and 1% on each of levels 2 through 9. You will automatically be rewarded from the trading rewards on level 1 and 2, and levels 3 through 10 follow matrix rules to qualify for levels. There is no limit on residual rewards, and the amount you have in trading never expires.
By contributing 10 crowdfunding tiers, $102,300, you become an Endotech VIP customer. Being a VIP customer allows you to avoid the $125,000 institutional license fee and gets you the privilege of connecting your personal trading account in your personal exchange, like Binance, to Endotech's institutional trading strategies via API keys. Funds always stay in your personal account, and you can withdraw at any time. You need a minimum of $20,000 to trade with, pay a one-time 5% setup fee to Endotech, and keep 80% of the profits. You then give 10% of the profits to Endotech every 90 days, and another 10% go to the 10 generations in the unilevel, with 1% in each generation. Instructions on how to connect your personal Binance account to Endotech trading strategies will be provided in your back office. So by now you're probably thinking, this sounds too good to be true, but it's all true. Take a moment to look at our roadmap so you can see for yourself. You'll agree that this is the perfect time to get started with DAISY. While there is never a guarantee with any sort of financial trading product, the minimum target expectation with DAISY is 200 to 300% per year. And Endotech's previous track record backs up that performance standard. DAISY is the future of cryptocurrency trading, and DAISY Crowdfund is how you can get involved now. It's very simple to get started earning with DAISY. First, you'll download the Tron Link wallet on tronlink.org. as a Google Chrome extension or an app to your Android or iOS device. Then find USDT cryptocurrency using any of the available methods and prepare the equivalent amount of $110 worth of USDT in your Tron USDT wallet. That is enough for your first contribution tier in DAISY. Calculate how much USDT you need to have to participate in tiers 2 through 10 that you desire and make it available in your wallet, and make sure you have approximately 30 to 40 Trons available per transaction for the transaction fees. That link directly into the Tron Link app or browser to sign up to DAISY and purchase a minimum entry-level 1 DAISY crowdfund and secure your spot in the matrix. That's it. You're now a part of the DAISY project. Click Get Started, and congratulations for being a part of the DAISY global movement.
So it's a very nice overview of DAISY. Really highlights just how powerful it is on so many different levels.
Delighted to welcome you to this
presentation. Looks like I got to turn off that video. Hang on just a second. There we go. Let's get back. Let me just make sure I'm sharing that screen again. All right, there we go. Gotta love Zoom. No. Come on, Zoom. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so let's take a look a little bit further at how the DAISY Trading Fund actually works, and that's what we promised to do today, was do a little bit more of a deep dive on that trading fund. So as we do, we just want you to realize, as the presentation showed, that you can build a business, you can just approach this as a passive opportunity, or you can build a business. And when you build a business, you serve other people, solve their problems, and we're talking about the financial problems, the income shortages, the inability to build wealth, and also just the short-term thinking that so many people have. We can help them. You can have everything in life you want, as Zig Ziglar said, if you will just help enough other people get what they want. So what we are doing is helping people to accumulate real, stable, and appreciating assets in the cryptocurrency world so that you can take control of your life, your future, and your finances. And you just do that simply by helping people. Now, as the company has stressed, the trading rewards are really the #1 priority. And this was a slide talking about that. And in fact, the trading rewards went live this past week on Monday. So, and that's when I'm talking about trading rewards, I'm talking about withdrawals of trading rewards. The trading rewards actually build, as we'll show you in a second, the instant that you start. You saw from the presentation that there are 10 different tiers. So you start at tier 1 with a $100 contribution. It is split 50-50. In fact, all the first 7 levels or tiers of contribution are split 50% between the DAISY Trading Fund and the DAISY Crowd Fund. The DAISY Crowd Fund is where you get your equity, and it's also where the contribution to the DAISY referral plan comes from. The equity results in a number of shares. There's a 5% equity pool that Endotech has provided to DAISY, and everybody who joins gets a share in that 5% equity pool. So that is really exciting, but it's the DAISY fund that we're concentrating on today. The first 7 tiers going from 100 to 6,400 accumulate, and these accumulate. So when you go from tier 1, it's $100. Tier 2 is $200. So you will have contributed 100 plus 200 is 300. So those first 7 tiers go up to 12,700. Then more money is shifted to the trading account as you join tiers 8, 9, and 10. So 70% goes into the trading fund instead of 50%. So you start to, there's an even amount on the first 7. These are all exactly the same. But down here on 8, 9, and 10, you see proportionally greater. And on tier 10, you're contributing $51,200 to get into that tier, but your total contributions then are $102,300. You've got $69,000 trading, and I'm going to give you a couple of examples of that, as well as a couple other examples of different levels here, so that we can see that But at the top level, tier 10, you've contributed 102,300. You have $69,000 trading. You have 33,000 that's gone into the equity and referral plan, and you have over 1,000 shares in the 5% equity pool of Endotech going forward. A very powerful position. Now here's, in terms of the trading fund, some slides that Dr. Anna Becker, who you saw in the presentation, gave to us the other day. So when you make your contribution, it's immediately goes through the smart contract. It's staked in there, and then it needs to be added to the trading fund. Again, the timing for that depends on exactly, but it's a very fast process. It can be very, almost instantaneously. It just depends really on when the next trade, because from the time you join, they're not, your contribution has to be added to a trade that is being implemented, and they're being implemented very regularly. So you're added to the next trade basically coming in. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is this beautiful thing called compounding profits. And we're going to focus on that for much of the remainder of this presentation. But if you make a contribution at a certain period of time, it will start to accumulate. And what some people wonder is, well, I joined here and my profit percentage is 12, and this person joins here, their profit percentage is 5. Well, why is that? And that's because the profits are on the amounts that are being traded, starting from the beginning. And so you will always have the same profit as someone who joins you at the same time, but you wouldn't necessarily have the same profit as someone who joined earlier because they've traded longer. So that just illustrates that point. Now, here's what many people think, and I'm going to show you an example of doing this and why you should consider not doing it. But when you start in DAISY, you make your contribution, and it will trade for a while. Let's say 30 days, and let's say you had put in $1,000 or 1,000 USDT, as we're thinking about it here, and it grew 50% during a month. So you could make a withdrawal, but what you would do when you make a withdrawal, and I'll show you an example of that because we took one for the team. My wife, Grace, made a withdrawal on Monday when it became available because we wanted to prove to you that it works. But normally we wouldn't like to make a withdrawal. We'd like to compound, because here's what happens when you make a withdrawal constantly. So this is after 30 days. And what happens again is then you're earning your rewards again just on 1,000. So it trades another month, and then you withdraw your profit of 500, and then it drops back to 1,000. So you're never getting more than 50% during the period of time from your last withdrawal. And if you keep doing this, you can make a nice cash flow, but you can't build wealth because you're never compounding. Compounding, let's see the difference, is super, super powerful. So here's what happens when you don't compound. You're 1,000 and you get 500, and then the second month you're actually trading on 1,500 instead of 1,000. So 50% on 1,500 increases your balance to 22.5, and your profit, instead of being 500, 50%. So 500 is profit of 50% on 1,000. 7,500 is 50% on the total profit of 1,500 that you've made here, and then you just continue to compound and build and build. And so there's a big difference between the short-term thinking of taking out the profits and never actually building up your principal, letting it grow and grow and grow, as compared to the wisdom of compounding. Now, we took one for the team because we would normally like to compound. We took one for the team to show you that the withdrawal process works, because many people are asking about that and wondering if it actually does work. It certainly does. We'll show you that in a second. But this is the way to go, and this is the approach that we're going to be taking going forward, is letting it rest in there. And you don't have to do anything to compound, by the way. The only way that you stop compounding is to withdraw. So now there are different drawdowns, as Dr. Anna Becker explained a little bit earlier. So again, some people are wondering, well, how does the AI, how does the algorithm, how does the artificial intelligence take this? So it's projecting everything, and it's not always trying to just short-term try to guess when we're reaching a certain high. So there can be some times when the algorithm will pick that perfectly. Other times it may be just seeing what's happening in the market, and when it senses that there's a big drop coming, then it would make an exit trade. So what we don't care about is always trying to pick the high point. We're trying to avoid hitting low points. And so what people need to see is that you get a profit here, and you are getting a nice profit. You don't need to fuss over whether you get the maximum profit, because as this works and continues to work successfully, it builds up very, very nicely. And in fact, during this last week, if you have been following the cryptocurrency markets, you know that we had a 20% drop. And Endotech, the AI of Endotech, helped us to avoid that 20% drop. So it exited trades before this happened. So again, the AI is really working extraordinarily well for us in what's been a tough trading market. Now, when you make a withdrawal request, there's an amount that will be showing in your trading. And remember from the presentation that 85% is paid out. So 15% is taken of when you make a withdrawal request, your total withdrawal amount, 70% goes immediately to you, 15% goes into the referral plan, and 15% goes to Endotech. And when you make that withdrawal request, just remember that your funds are in active trading. So it's not as though they're just sitting there, they're actually being actively trading. So they need to be taken out of active trades, liquidated. And then remember, these are also being traded in Binance or Gemini or someplace else. They need to be taken out via the smart contract, put into a withdrawal fund, and then made available to you. So this can take some time. They say it's up to 2 days. It's actually, for us, it was faster. It was about 15 hours, the withdrawal process. And this is just to give you a visualization of that. So my wife, Grace, is a tier 10 member. Her profits from the 10th of January to the 26th of April, you can see what the amount was. This is a withdrawal on the 26th, which was last Monday. It was $8,509, and 70% of that was $5,954. So she withdrew that on Monday and got it like Monday night, basically. So that works. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is that, and this is a screenshot from 2 days ago, on her $69,000. So once this amount was taken out, it reverted back to 69,000 again. And just in a matter of 4 days, she had another $5,000 in rewards that had already built up, new rewards. So now she'll be like we would have liked to have this 8,500 continuing to be earning, but we've proven to you now that this this works, and it would be nice to have this 8,500 plus this $5,000 together trading. Then you would see the power of what we were talking about earlier. So what we did was this one, which we don't recommend, but we did it to show you guys that it works. What we would have liked is to have the 8,000 from here plus the new 5,000 compounding for us. So we've taken a reset, taken one for the team. It's not such a bad problem because it was nice to get almost $6,000 paid out, obviously. But now going forward, we'll be doing this because this is the secret to building wealth. So that's a little bit of the current process and also proof, progress, and results. Now I'd like to shift and show you, you know, a worksheet that actually shows how this beautiful thing of compounding is working. Let me see if I can find that spreadsheet. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Nope, don't press that button. Almost ended the webinar. Okay, this is an Excel spreadsheet that we prepared that actually can show us how this compounding works. So I want you to see, and I'll zoom in on this in just a second, but this shows you your 10 tiers, the cumulative amounts, 100, and the 200, the tier 2, 300, 500, and we'll pick a couple of different examples. I'm going to we're starting here with a contribution amount of 3,150, and that's tier 6. So that's a total contribution of 6,300, and half of that amount goes into the DAISY trading. So let me zoom that a little bit more so that we can see it a little bit clearer. Let's try this. Yeah, that's probably clearer for you to see. So in the chart that we just showed you from Dr. Anna Becker, what you saw here is that if you had tier 6 and you had put in $6,300, half of that is being traded, and with a projected annual return of 200 to 300%, if you take 10% and you compound it every month, then you get those kinds of percentages. So again, this is not a income guarantee, it's just an example, but something very powerful. So the chart we showed you where you just take out and you take out and you take out and you take out every month. So if you are earning 10% on a monthly basis with $3,150, remember that 70% of the money comes to you. So 10% of 3,150 is $315, and 70% of $315 is $220. So again, remember how that works. This is the amount that you'd be able to take it out, and you could take it out month after month after month after month. Now you would never be building up long-term wealth, but you'd have cash flow. So there may be some people that feel compelled to do that. We felt compelled to do it this month just because many people wanted to know that it's real. So that was our compelling reason this month, but we won't be doing that further, and you'll see why. Because what happens when you compound? So you've got 3,150 there that you can see, but when it compounds, the compounding amount is not 220, it's the full $315. So you've got 315, it gets added to the original amount, 3,150, and now you're trading on $3,465. And 10% of that amount on the next month gives you a cumulative profit, not of 315, but 662. So it's more than double. And then you take that cumulative profit and you add it in here. So you're building month by month. Remember the chart before, you just have a straight line that goes upward. Now, what's built into Endotech, the trading, so that you're aware, is it assumes that we're doing long-term compounding. And you know, many people are committed to compounding for 2 to 3 years to build themselves real major long-term wealth. And if you put a reasonable amount of money in here, you can do that. If you put a smaller amount of money, you have to compound longer. And we'll show you some examples of that. But every 6 months, just to continue to give rewards and fees to Endotech, but also to reward the system, there's that 30% is taken out automatically in the smart contract from 6 months of profits. So you can see that there's a small reduction here after 6 months. That's the 30% fee that would be taken out after 6 months. So this is a true representation of your actual accumulation. But you can see here, if you just took out your $220 12 times in a year, you would have taken out $2,646. If you let it build up, then your cumulative profit is $4,000 $571. So if you are then able to take this into the second year, let's see what happens, because this becomes powerful. So remember, you started with 3,150, you're compounding for a year at 100%. Look at, you've more than doubled the amount of money you have in there. So you've now got 7,721. So let's plug that in and see what year 2 looks like, because this is where it starts to become really powerful. So 7,721. I'm going to replace that 7,721 again at the same return. Now look what happens, because then instead of if you wanted, you could start taking out after a year, and you'd have $500 a month, $540 a month that you could take out, or better yet, compound for the second year and then maybe start to take things out after the end of the second year. Because look at what happens here. You have 6x your money after 2 years. I want you to see that. You started with $3,000, and at the end of the second year, you got $18,000, 6x. And if you continue to build at that point, you'd have a very major cash flow coming in. And let me show you what that cash flow is. So imagine 24 months ago, you made a $6,130 contribution, half of which went to the trading fund, and you compounded it for 2 years. Now, after 2 years, you've been patient. Now you have $18,925. $18,925. And now look at that monthly cash flow. If you wanted to start to take money out, you could at this point. You can take it out at any point because it's your decision. But you could take out a monthly cash flow of $1,300 a month, and you'd have that set up. Or a better strategy still is maybe take out a withdrawal once and then let it compound 2 times, once and 2 times, once and 2 times. So you still let it compound. Or if you want to take out more cash after 2 years, you could take out withdrawals 2 times and then withdraw the third time. You could withdraw 2 times and compound the third time. So withdraw, compound, withdraw, compound, withdraw, compound. You could do that after 2 years, and you'd still continue to build wealth. That would mean in this scenario that you'd still compound over the course of 4 months. So you can see your compounding still would work for you. So if you did that after the second year, by the end of your second year, the start of your third year, you would have compounded 4 times. Let's look at that figure. So I'm just going to highlight that. So then you'd have 27,708. 27,708. And that's 2 years of complete compounding, and then a third year of withdrawing twice and compounding once. But look, then you've got nearly $2,000. If you wanted to just start taking this as cash flow, this is like a pension fund at this point. For most people, this is a nice $2,000 a month. Or you could continue to do the withdraw, then compound, withdraw, compound, withdraw, compound, and you'd have a very nice financial model that you built up over time. So this is, and let's just look at that one last time. I'm going to tease you one last time. So if you do that again at the end of your third year, in your fourth year, you're starting with $40,000 there. 40,000, let's see, what is it? 40,567. 40,567. So after 4 years, look at now you'd be able to take out over $2,800 per month. And you could still continue to do this compound, withdraw, compound, whatever style you want to take. So that was a middle example. That's the tier number 6 that we saw down here. That was the example we saw here. Let's look at a smaller example and a bigger example just to finish this up. So I'm going to look at tier 3. and then your trading amount is 350. Now, obviously, the numbers are going to be smaller than what we just looked at, but let's look at how that works. So, because there are some people that are in that scenario. So, if you're going to withdraw, it's about $25 a month. The minimum withdrawal in Daisy is $50. So you couldn't withdraw any month, every month anyway, but you could withdraw probably every other month if you wanted to do that. But you're not going to build up wealth. And this is the thing that we are going to stress again and again and again. This is a little bit of financial education. This is how to build wealth. So if you come in at a tier 3, your total contribution of $700 and half of that is going into the trading fund. What you want to do is let that compound. And so you can see it's going to build. 350 becomes 385, 385 trading at 10% becomes 424, becomes 466, and so forth. Now, after 6 months, there'll be the same withdrawal, but look at, out of a starting point of $700, half of which was traded, after a year, you've got $858 in there. So your start of your second year, if you've compounded faithfully, $858. Now let's see how that works. $858. And by the way, there's a lot of places. I know we have people from all over. They're in Africa, in Asia. Different people have different requirements, but $25 in Africa on a monthly basis is a nice addition to your monthly income, where annual incomes of $1,000 or $2,000 a year are very common. So I'm not in any way poo-pooing this. I'm just giving you the example that if you want to build wealth, you can actually escape the whole world in which you're in and change to a different world. So let's look at trading with the start of the second year. So now instead of $25 a month, you could be withdrawing $60 a month in your year 2, starting in month 13. But you could continue to compound. And again, this is the recommendation that the company makes, that Dr. Anna makes: compound for at least 2 years. If you have to make a withdrawal before that, don't withdraw everything every month. If you had to make a withdrawal, let's say after 1 year, you could make a withdrawal 1 month and then compound 2 months, and withdraw 1 month and compound 2 months. You could do something like that. If times are really tough, this is always a cash flow source that's available to you. And this is why Daisy is so powerful. But after 2 years, if you just continue to compound, if you want to build wealth and change the dynamics of your wealth, look at, after 2 years, you got your $700 initial purchase, half of which went into trading at $350. Now you've got $2,103. 2,103 to 103. Okay, now you're taking out $150 a month if you want in the start of year 3. And this is really starting to become a sizable income. And remember, all you did was contribute $700, half of which is being traded. So this is really starting. So in year 3, you're continuing. So you could start, as we saw before, you could start to make withdraw, compound, withdraw, compound, withdraw, compound, withdraw, compound. But you'd at the end of that third year, you'd have 5,125 if you didn't. So that would be 3 years of compounding. If you compounded, if you withdrew twice for 2 months and then compounded. So this is the model I've been talking about before. Once you get your funds built up. So at the end of your third year, if you were withdrawing twice and compounding once, you would have compounded 4 times during the year. So you would have grown it to 3,079. So we can look at that. 3,079. Okay, so yeah, you then have something like $200 a month that you can then take out on a regular basis, or you continue to do the same thing: withdraw, compound, withdraw, compound. So that's, I want you to get thinking about that. So compound 100% for 2 years, and then in your third year, start to take withdrawals. 1 withdrawal and 2 compounds, or 2 compounds and 1 withdrawal. Think that way, think in that pattern, and you can build up real wealth. Now, let's look at this is the last example, but this is your tier 10, where you've gone in all 10 tiers. And this is what many people have done. This is what my wife Grace has done in Daisy. So what I want you to see, the amounts that I showed you in terms of withdrawals, we had a first withdrawal that was a little bit more than this, but now what we want to do is start to do the compounding. And you can look how quickly. So the other thing to remember about the levels 8, 9, and 10, which are contributions of 12,800, 25,600, and 51,200, 70% goes into your trading fund. So you have a lot more trading going on if you go into levels 8, 9, and 10. But let's just look at the highest example here. And again, this is the one that my wife has chosen. So 69,020. So we're going to start, we started from this week at exactly this amount. And so if we compound throughout the year, we could just withdraw, 5,000 or 4,800. This month it's performing better than the 10%, but we're just going to stick with 10%. Now we could probably withdraw something like $4,500 to $5,000, 5,500 per month. Nice cash flow, but you don't build wealth. So it's nice cash flow, but you don't build wealth. You want to build wealth, let it compound 100%. You have these 2 deductions made after every 6 months. But look at your 69,000 becomes 169 by the end of 1 year if you compounds. 169,177. So we're going to plug that number in like we did before. 169,177. Why would you want to compound? Well, look at that. So you even starting on your 13th month, instead of 4,900, you're in 6 figures. That's a 6-figure passive income because you compounded for a year, and now you could take out about 11,000 a month, in this scenario. Or if you want to really knock things out of the park, you could compound again for the 2nd year. We're going to assume we're doing that because that's the recommended model, and that's where real wealth comes in. So watch what happens with these figures. It's astronomical. So after the end of 2 years, you would have your $69,000 has 6x'd, right? It is 6x. 69,000 has become 414, and 414, 614, or 674. 414, 674. Now look what happens. So see, that's this is after 2 years of compounding. Look what we got here. Boom. Every month, $29,000 available to you. So that's a very substantial, that's $350,000 a year in just month by month income that you could take out. But again, applying the same model, the wealth building model, the wealth never spend all of their earnings. They always do something to continue to compound. You make money on your money. You make profit on your profit. So at this stage, obviously, very few people need to spend $29,000 a month just to cover their living costs, unless you live a wasteful lifestyle. But let's assume we would do the same thing. Let's assume that we would withdraw, compound, withdraw, compound, withdraw, compound. So 2 years from now, in April 2023, with the Daisy lifestyle, so we could still continue, Grace could continue still to compound 4 times a year. And I want you to see that her wealth will continue to grow. So after the 3rd year, using this simple formula, she'd have 607,124. And let's look what that would do for her. 607,124. 607,124. This is the last example, ladies and gentlemen. But look at that. So that's now on a monthly basis, $42,000. And you can see this is, if there was pure compounding, it would be quite a substantial amount every year. But that's $500,000 just this is one source of income from Daisy. But if you're purely passive, that's the kind of passive income that you could build. And that's something that's just been available that you've done. You've now pulled out pretty substantial amounts of money, and you can, going forward, take out $500,000 a year. And that doesn't account for the rise in cryptocurrency or anything else or other sources of income. So I wanted you to see those examples. We'll stop that and just finish up our presentation with a few reflections on Daisy and how you can get started with Daisy. But as I mentioned, this was the withdrawal that she made this week. 5,900, which is 70% of the total amount available. And this is what she'd already earned going forward. So this is producing at a pretty significant rate. And this is the figure we were looking at, 69,020. That's your 70% of the $102,300 that you get as a tier 10 member. So now we've just finished the reset. Yesterday was announced the 30-day reset. So those of you that have been in for a while, we've completed all these improvements that was part of the technical roadmap for April, and we're now in March and really rocking and rolling. So we're fully up to speed in every respect, and the 30-day pay setter. So if you want to become a pay setter, we had that in the presentation. You can see how that works. But to do that, you want to plug into a success system. Daisy is going to be releasing a new app this month. I'm not going to talk too much about that, but that's a state-of-the-art app. Our team already has the Daisy Enterprises team, which is our team. Grace was sponsored by the leader of that team, whose name is Michael, who's sponsored by the founders. So we're plugged into an outstanding team. They invested over $100,000 in this marketing and training system. So what we have available for free for our team, because they've paid for it, is a free web recruiting system with multiple lead capture pages. There's actually 3 of them in different formats, and you can see those coming up here. But this system is interactive. It has presentations that are comprehensive. Then there's another one that's more video oriented, and then there's one purely for passive income interest seekers. So, and it's also available in almost every language in the world. You select the language, you can go from English to French to Swahili to Chinese to Portuguese to Estonian. You can pretty much choose whatever you want. But it also has not only a front end for getting contributors to join Daisy, but also a back end training system. So you log into that with your Daisy Enterprises ID and get complete information. You can follow up with your leads, but it has video step-by-step instructions. So you don't have to know everything. In fact, you don't need to know anything. You just plug yourself into the system. You know that you'll get trained, and you know that your team that you bring in will get trained. You just have to point them to the system. So it's really powerful. That's really great. You want to make sure to go through the training in your Daisy Enterprises system. You also want to make plans. So we're encouraging everybody to remember that there's a very powerful incentive in your first 30 days to take advantage of the pay setter system. And the pay setter system has an ultimate goal of gold pay setter that gets you into the global profit pools. We saw a glimpse of that in the presentation earlier. But you can also just get free levels in the matrix given to you as well through your actions in your first 30 days. So again, take advantage of that. Massive action in your first 30 days can see you earning a share in the global crowdfunding volume and on the withdrawals on the back end, and it can certainly build the foundation for the rest of your year and beyond. Remember, in building a team, to the power of 3, we call it the power of 3 plus 1, actually, because we want to do something in addition to that. But if everybody in a 3x10 matrix finds 3 people, the matrix will grow very naturally. If everyone finds 4 people, and that's the example here, you actually have the plus 1 is a spillover. So everybody, if they get 4 people, you see you get 3 people, and those 3 get 4, and you get 4, then 4 and 4 and 4. Then you have spillover under each of these groups. And that creates a lot of dynamics. That makes it really exciting. And just remember, when you get started, put your 3 best business builders first so that your matrix fills out in the best possible way. I'm not going to get into that today, but just remember the formula for success creates spillover. That's why we have 3 plus 1. The success, why we demonstrated today, if it's at all possible, don't be someone who's constantly withdrawing their trading rewards. You can never build wealth by consuming your earnings. You build wealth by compounding. And instead of checking your back office every hour to see what's happened, +1, +1, -1, go and prospect every hour instead. So be involved in conscious positive action. We have great resources from D.AI.SY. We also have great resources from this particular team. So we have our Facebook group, Global Cryptos, and our Telegram group, Global Cryptos. We just finished the Run to 1 Billion Momentum call. I encourage you to watch that. It's recorded. It's up on our website. It's up in our various groups as well. So you want to see Dr. Anna Becker's presentation. I showed you a few of her slides earlier, but that was very helpful and some really groundbreaking and exciting announcements. So we're in full momentum mode. We're now running from we're running to 1 billion in getting that into the D.AI.SY fund and growing the size of D.AI.SY as well. So again, you can go to the DaisyCrowd.com, which is mentioned there. You can watch the recording. You can also see presentations. They're also in 17 languages on that. So again, that's DaisyCrowd.com, a great resource for everybody. You can also join these weekly webinars. We do 3 weekly webinars on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Saturday. You can see the different times, but they're designed to reach all the different parts of the world. Sometimes it's focused on reaching Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Other times focused on reaching Asia, and different times also for North and South America. So those are something that we do. You can bring your referrals here. You can send them to here. You notice that there's no personal links or anything ever given here. This is a generic presentation for our team. And so this is a safe place for you to build, have your referrals come and ask questions, get them answered. So that's really good. And a reminder, you saw that earlier, how to join D.AI.SY. You get your Tron Link wallet app. You prepare a minimum of $100 in USDT in the TRC20 system. You get the sign up link from your referrer and you plug that in, you fund your tier 1 and you secure your position in the first matrix. Then you can decide to upgrade to matrix 2, to 3, to 5, to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever you're able to do at whatever speed you'd like to do it. To join D.AI.SY, you may have existing cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin. You can transfer that to your TronLink wallet, then buy Tron and buy your USDT. You need a little bit of Tron to actually for every time you purchase a tier. So if you want to buy purchase a contribution of tier 1, you need 100 USDT and you need about 150 Tron. It's just a couple of dollars, but it's for the fees. Every banking transaction and every cryptocurrency exchange transaction has a small fee. So this is, maybe $2, $3, $4, something like that, but it's 150 Tron that you need. And then you use your 100 USDT to buy your tier. When you do, it takes the 100 USDT plus a small transaction fee of Tron, and it 50% goes to the D.AI.SY crowd. That's your equity side. It also goes into the referral plan, and 50%, we just talked about that in detail, 50% goes to your D.AI.SY fund, where it's traded by Endotech. And in both ways, the referral plan pays you in USDT and the trading fund pays you in USDT. That is paid instantaneously through the smart contract back to your Tron wallet. Now, if you've got, if you don't have existing cryptocurrency and you're new, set up an exchange, set up an account, for example, on Binance or on Clever, where you can use a credit card to buy your cryptocurrency. You can actually buy Tron on there, transfer it to your Tron Link wallet. So maybe $130 worth of Tron if you're just getting in on level 1, whatever the amount is. Then you exchange it using, there's a function called Just Swap. You change your Tron into USDT, and then you're ready to purchase your tiers and have your costs. So that's the joining process, very simple. You make your choice where you want to join. These are the amounts and the cumulative amounts. So we've gone over this before, but you can see how that works. And then just remember your expectations about the trading rewards. And remember that to get access to something like this, we don't have to pay $125,000 a year, but we get the same access as major institutions, and we don't have to have $1 million in there. You can start with as little as 100. I showed you using a tier 6 example of $6,300, what was possible there. I also showed you what is possible with a tier 3 example of $700 and a tier 10 example of $102,300. But all of those take advantage of this. And again, this is an alpha strategy. This is one of the more risky ones. This is not a guarantee, but this just shows you one of the 45 or so trading strategies that Endotech has, and we're giving the expectation of $200 to $300 a month, so 10%. A year, 10% a month. So with Endotech and with D.AI.SY, they are audited by a Big Four accounting firm. We'll have quarterly reports, maybe even monthly reports. They're still working that out with the auditors, how long the auditing report actually takes. But they've been working on that, and you can see we've leaked the name of that. So there's a lot of credibility with the name of the auditor, obviously. But you have security and credibility and transparency with the blockchain. You have it in your back office. You have it confirmed by a top 4 global accounting firm. So again, we've given you some examples. These are just examples only. Please bear in mind this legal disclaimer. You saw it before in the presentation, but wanted to repeat it here. And we've shown you today how the D.AI.SY Trading Fund can change your financial future. The secret is compounding and patience, but D.AI.SY has the answers. So I want to thank all of you for joining us here today. If you do have any questions, let us know. We answered a couple along the way. So thank you for those of you that asked some questions, but if you have any more, we'll stay on. We're going to stop the recording, but we'll stay on and answer questions. But do please get back to the person who invited you to this presentation, and we'll be delighted to welcome you to D.AI.SY. Thank you for your attendance and for watching today. We appreciate that. Together, we have created history, and we're making more history as we speak. So again, thank you to all of you for joining us here today. Take good care. God bless you, and we'll see you on the inside. Thank you. Bye-bye.